everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make slow cooker split pea and bacon soup. Now the reason I'm doing this recipe today, because my last video, I'll leave a link below, was for a double smoked ham with a honey mustard glaze. And it was absolutely delicious. We've been eating it for the last 3 or 4 days. But now I got this beautiful ham bone, and you never want to throw away a ham bone because it makes the perfect thing that you need for a good soup stock. So that's why I'm going to make the soup today. As you can see here, very basic ingredients. I got around 6 slices of bacon. I got some garlic, some onion, some celery, some carrots. I got around 2 cups of chopped ham from that ham, and some low sodium chicken stock, and then around 2 cups of split peas, and then of course the star of the show, that smoked ham bone. And this is real easy. I'm going to do it in a slow cooker. You can throw everything in the morning, turn it on low, come home, have a delicious smelling house and a delicious meal. And this is really all you need. Super easy, super delicious. Let me show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. The first thing you want to do now is to take those 6 slices of bacon. I chopped them into pieces, and we're just going to fry them. We want to fry them a little crispy because they are going to be going in the soup. We don't want soggy bacon. So this is just about done. I'm going to take this out of the pan, but we're going to leave a little bacon grease in there because we're going to saute our garlic and onions just for a few minutes to soften them up before we throw them in the slow cooker. So I took the bacon out, I added the onions, 1 onion, yellow onion chopped, and around 4 or 5 garlic cloves. And we're just going to saute this for a few minutes. We're not going to go crazy. We're just going to stir it real well, kind of coat the onion and the garlic with that bacon fat that's in the pan, and release some of those flavors. It's going to cook plenty when it's in the slow cooker. So we'll just let this simmer for a few minutes, and then we'll throw everything into the slow cooker. We'll be back in a second. So after you've had them simmering for a few minutes, the garlic and the onions, we're going to start off by putting that in the bottom of our slow cooker. Alright, once we got that in the bottom, now we're going to add the beans. Now make sure you rinse the beans, okay? I got around 2 1/4 cups. I filled a 2-cup one of these measuring cups right up to the end. So I'm just taking around 1/4 cup, and I'm going to hold that for later, okay? Because I want most of this to break down into a soup base, but I do want some whole split peas in it too for flavor and texture. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to add that later when I add the carrots, the celery, and the bacon. I'm going to let this simmer for a few hours on high, just to kind of help these initial beans break down a little bit. And then I'll come back, stir everything, I'll remove this big ham bone, and then we'll go ahead and add the other ingredients. It's really that simple. So I got this big ham bone, we'll stick that right in there. And now I'm adding 2 32 ounce, so 64 ounces total of chicken broth. And if you watch my videos, you know what I recommend. Always go with the low sodium. You can always add salt, but you can't take it out. And this ham bone, you know, the ham itself obviously is brined in a salt solution, and it's going to release some salt into the soup. So don't start seasoning it crazy initially, because taste it after it's cooked for a while, and then you can always add more salt. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to empty both these. I'm going to turn it on high, and I'm going to let it sit here for 2 hours. Now, if you want to do it, you know, you're going to be gone at work or out of the house all day, you can throw everything in and turn it on low. That'll work too. But since I'm going to be here and I'm not going anywhere, I'm just going to separate it out because I don't want the carrots and the celery to completely turn to mush if they're cooking on in the slow cooker all day. So I'm going to add them in a couple hours so they maintain a little bit more of their crispness. So that's it. It's on high. We're set. I'm going to go do some things for a few hours. We'll be back shortly, and I'll show you the next step. All right, beer review time. I saw this. I had to get it. Brew free. 21st Amendment Brewery Blood Orange IPA. And a little American history lesson. The 21st Amendment is when they took back and made alcohol legal again. So we got a Mount Rushmore picture on there. Oops. Lincoln looks pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to be trying. Blood Orange IPA. And my son, say hi, Kyle.
Hi.
He's going to be reviewing something. He's only tried cream soda once, and he really loved it. So I'm hoping he's going to like this one. Teddy's Old Fashioned Style Cream Soda. So there you go. Haven't you only tried cream soda once?
No, I had the whatever it was, and then I had
You had it twice?
I think like twice, 3 times. I think.
Okay, well 2 or 3 times. I know he didn't know what it was a couple months ago.
I had it 2 times at least.
But he really likes it. You said it tasted like what'd you say? Vanilla? Vanilla ice cream, I think is what you said. Last one you reviewed. All right, let's see this. This is supposed to be blood orange. So let's see.
Smells like. Oof, I don't even know what this smells like.
It smells sweet. I didn't pour that quite right. Okay. As always, I appreciate you watching my video, guys. So, smell? Nothing. Ooh. A little hoppy. Definitely smell some orange tangerine. What do you smell? Sugar?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely not. Cheers. I gotta get through this huge head
Let's
to
see
try
if it tastes like something.
Yeah, see if it tastes like something. Again, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Cheers. I got a little foam on my nose. Oh, that's good. What do you think?
Not that bad.
Not that bad? Pretty good. Do you like their root beer better or their cream soda?
Cream soda by far.
The cream soda. Okay, well there you go. So how's it taste? Tell people who've never had cream soda. You're trying to explain it to someone.
It tastes like cream soda?
Come on. Well, you said last time vanilla ice cream, which I think is a pretty good description.
Well, that's like overall cream
Yeah.
soda. So I would say it tastes the same thing because it's
Yeah, kind of
cream
like
soda.
vanilla ice cream. This, definitely orangey, tangerine, a little bit of a hoppy aftertaste, but the sweetness and a little bit sourness of the orange and tangerine kind of blend well together. It's actually very good. Oh, I like that. And that's the name of the brewery. San Bernardino, California. I don't know where that is. Brewed in Canada. The name of the brewery is 21st Amendment Brewery. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I saw the Mount Rushmore and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. Well, we're going to enjoy this. This has only been going for around 40 minutes. I'll be back in around an hour and a half or so. Once this has been simmering for a couple hours, and we'll add the other ingredients. Until then, I'm going to enjoy this beer. My son's going to enjoy his cream soda. And we'll see you next time. Say bye, Kyle.
Bye.
Alright, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks. Alright, guys, welcome back. It's been 2 hours exactly. I did come out here around an hour ago, turned the ham bone over. Now, I have 2 cups of pre-cooked ham, but if you're hurting for ham or you don't have ham, right now would be the time to try to cut some off from the bone, depending on how much it had on it, because it's nice and tender. But I'm going to remove the bone now. And now we're going to add the other ingredients. First off, I have that like 1/4 cup of peas. I got those 6 strips of bacon that I crumbled up, but I did pull a little bit aside because I'm going to use it as garnish on top. So put the rest of the bacon in there. I got 1 teaspoon of marjoram. That's an optional spice, but I think it adds good flavor to the soup. Here is probably around 4 or 5 whole carrots that have been chopped. I have probably 5 celery stalks that I've chopped up. 4 or 5, I can't quite exactly remember. And then here's my 2 cups of ham that I chopped into little cubes. And like I said, I'm not putting any salt in this. I'm just going to top it with a couple tablespoons of ground black pepper. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stir this, and I'm going to let it simmer again on high. I'm cooking the whole thing on high. It's going to take a shorter time. Like I said earlier, if you're putting it all in the morning going to work, you can just throw it all in and yeah, let it go on low all day. But since I'm home and I'm trying to speed up the process, I'm going to keep it on high. So there you go. Let me show you guys how it looks like. Alright, so here's the consistency. Of course, nothing looks cooked. I just threw the stuff in. But give it a good stir. There we go. And I'm going to just let it go now for a couple hours. I'll be back. We'll take a look at it probably in 2 hours. Alright, we're approaching 2 hours. It's been simmering on high. I haven't really checked it out. Let's see what's going on. Alright, it's got a nice little bubble here. It's definitely simmering. Oh, it's definitely getting thicker. I can tell already, stirring it. Well, it's looking good. The family are out watching a movie. They're going to be back in around 2 hours. You know, I'm going to let it simmer on high for another hour, and then I'll kick it down to low. I don't want to overcook the carrots and the celery, but it looks good. Alright, I'll let it continue to do its thing, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, here we are. It's done. It's thickened up. Man, it looks delicious. Look at this. Stir it a little bit. Oh man. Look at nice and thick. Alright, well, here we go. Alright, the only thing this needs is a little bit of this bacon garnish just on top. Look at this. Perfect. Ooh. Let's try this. Alright, here we go. I'm so excited to try this. This looks so delicious. Man. Okay, here goes nothing. It's still hot. Oh man, what wonderful flavor. Something about the richness of the split peas with the saltiness of the bacon and the ham. Oh man, this is really good. And look, this is an easy recipe with your leftover ham bone. Don't ever throw it away. Make some soup. I mean, the flavor it gives is just so wonderful. And you saw how easy it was. I mean, really, just a couple ingredients, throw it in the slow cooker, and you're ready to go. As always, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by to check out my video. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Check out the link above to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. And we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.